All right. This is my Blackstone lab oil report for my truck, Ford 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel. I use Rotella. I'm looking at my finger. I'm using, yeah, that's close enough. That's up high, that's low. Okay, good. I'm using Shell Rotella T-6. The use on this oil was 7,542 miles. And you can read, not my address, but as I scroll up, you can read comments. And you can pause this to see, but basically they said that my truck is doing well, and that I have nice results for a vehicle that has 86,000, almost 87,000 miles on it. Now, I use Rotella T because that is an acceptable value or type of oil to use with the truck. I don't use AMSOIL products pretty much at all, with the exception of my 2-micron oil filter and the assembly, the BMK. It's either 26 or 28. It's whatever you'll see on the page, and it works very, very well. It's a good thing. Now, scrolling down a little farther, you can start to see the samples. My original sample I did at 60,000 and 67, 70, 79, and 86,000. This is the miles on the oil. Okay, and then the miles on the unit and the sample dates and how much oil that I added. And I've not added any oil to that truck in pushing on 90,000 miles. It's a beautiful engine and a pretty good truck. I'll scroll down and you can see these other items. You'll see that you have the unit location, that would be me average, and the universal average is here, what it should be. And for aluminum, I'm lower, which means that there's less piston, less rings in my oil sample, which is good because that probably means I'm using less, I'm wearing less. Scrolling down, okay, now I'm going to have a little trouble with the way I'm doing this. Scrolling down isn't working, and I apologize. So what I'm going to do is taper down using my control on the camera for more of this, and I'm going to stop here, and hopefully you can see right there. You can see the other things that are on the report. There's aluminum, chromium, iron, copper, lead, tin, molybdenum, nickel, and just so everyone knows, I got a washing machine and a dishwasher running, so you may hear that in the background. I apologize for that. I'll learn how to use this fancy camera and headset stuff here eventually. But you can go on and see there's nickel, manganese, all that stuff is at 0. Then we get down to potassium, which I have more of, and that's an artifact of using arch oil. That's a supplement I do put in, and I've shown you that in some of the videos. You can go back or ask me and I'll explain how much of that I use. But it's as directed per arch oil. Boron, silicon, sodium, calcium, magnesium, barium, and barium's all at 0, and then there's some zinc, which I think is also part of the, I'm not certain, whatever arch oil supplement is. Now we get down to the TBN and other values. So let me come back to the camera, scroll down here. This is the bottom part of the report. And if you look, the first line is the viscosity at 210 degrees. These are where the values should be and where currently my vehicle sits. At some point here, then we have viscosity at 100 degrees centigrade, then the flash point. On my last report, they noticed that I was less than the 410. And they said I may be running rich, but from the numbers they saw here, they doubted that that was the case. It was probably that, and it is true, that it was the winter time and I was letting my truck idle to warm up. The last run was 435, which is a little more, but if you look here, it's in spec. So all that should be fine. You have the fuel percentage in the oil. Overall, I guess it looks like I'm less than 2. And the rule's less than 5, so that's good. Injectors aren't spouting off any extra. The antifreeze, there's no antifreeze, there's no water, so the head gaskets are good. All right, there's nothing going bad there that we're seeing. There's of course nothing that says the engine just can't go kaboom and break, but the fact is it's looking good. The insolubles were also good, in the TBN, and this is the part of the oil being able to clean, is very good. They say I can go more miles, but you know, I don't know. That engine is going to cost $20,000 most likely if I have to have it replaced, and there's no reason to basically hurry that along. Okay, so this is it. This is my report, the Blackstone report. They're a great company. My truck is running well, and again, when we talk about the oils, I started this because I saw people talking that, oh, I got documented proof I can run AMSOIL and whatever. The fact is it's not the oil as much as the filtration, because the diesel oil, if you ever drain it and you let it go, you can see that it's gritty. There's grit. You can feel it and see it. With the 2-micron filter that they have with the BMK-28 or 26, actually works and filters that out. So I'm impressed with it. I'm no expert, but I'll keep using it. And I think in the video before this, you see where I use another Napa Gold filter. And the reason I have that one is I could no longer get the AMSOIL filters. And so I bought a case, 12, of the Napa Gold filters, because with inflation and costs going up, I'm going to keep the truck and I'm trying to keep the maintenance of the vehicle down low, and I want to keep it operational. That's basically it. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll make another one in about another 5,000 miles or so. Thank you, and I hope the audio has worked well. That's a new thing I have that I'm trying out. Have a good day.